This is a good one. How to create a homeschool routine. This is so important. This is going to be a 4-part-ish video series with specific goals for each of the videos to give you what you need to establish a routine that will give you more time back in your day and that will allow you to focus on teaching either the older kids while the little kids are busy, or giving you the time to focus on one child at a time. By the end of this video, we will have talked about why a routine is so important, how to identify where to begin in your day, and what it might look like to have a routine. So, you ready? I was speaking to a mom inside my Homeschooling with Secret Sauce membership group last night, and she's overwhelmed. She has 5 kids, very similar to my story. She has 5 kids with about 12 years between them. And that's the same age spread that I had when I first started homeschooling and we had all the kids. So that means you have babies and hormonal pre-teenagers at the same time. And it can be quite a challenge to run your homeschool day. So I was talking with her about the things that we did successfully when our kids were little. And I use the word successfully because what I'm about to share with you in this video series gave me pockets of time so that I could focus on that older student while the younger kids were not painting the bathroom with nail polish. Well, I guess one of them did that once, but most of the time it kept the kids entertained, safe, contained, and quiet so that I could focus on the other kids. So, the reason that a routine is so important is that the kids in your house will rise to your level of chaos, or they will settle into the level of peace within your house. And no matter what your kids are telling you, they thrive with boundaries and routine. So we want this, right? We want this natural, predictable flow to happen through the day. Most of the time, we, as homeschool moms, do really well with the morning routine and the bedtime routine. And those are the easiest pockets of time because we're fresh brained in the morning. And so it's a brand new day. And at night, we're a little bit hungry for some independent time. So we nail the bedtime routine so that the kids will go to sleep. But there's typically a pocket in the day that is a little more challenging for us. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So that's the why. Your first homework assignment is to not try to create a routine. For the next day or 3, spend time observing your family. What is your day really like? Where do you have an established routine? And where does the day kind of unravel for you? In my house, the hardest part of the day was either in the late morning, like right before lunchtime, or in the afternoon. For you, it's going to be different. So take a few days and just observe. Sometimes we're so deep in the chaos ourselves that we can't see the forest through the trees. Mama, I want you to know you're doing a good job, and that there are parts of the day that you're like, oh, this is fun. This is great. I love being a mom. I love homeschooling. But they're being overshadowed by those times of the day where you're like, did I really know what I was doing when I decided to have this many kids? Or what do you mean I have to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of my life? Like, what? What is this? So it can be overwhelming. So take a few days to study your family. And I want you to identify one area in your life that you can see needs a routine, an hour pocket of time that everybody in the house has something specific to do. So that's your homework for this next period. And once you identify that, I want you to take it a step further, and I want you to really think, okay, if your time is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you identify that as a chaotic point in the day where you really need to be teaching this one subject, but the house is overrun by munchkins, um, take the time to envision what would that part of the day look like where you would be like, yes, this is exactly what I was thinking. So it might be that everybody has an hour of reading time in the afternoon, quiet time. It might be that there is a specific station for the kids to play, whether it's puzzles or Legos or playing outside or something. What is it that you want the kids to do during that pocket of time? And you think about it in regards to the whole day. So I'm not sure what pocket you are going to be chewing on. So that's your homework. Identify the problem part in the day, just one. It's okay if there's multiples. You start with one. I'm going to teach you how to conquer that one problem spot in the day. And then once you have it mastered, you can come back and you can do it again. And you can systematically create this gentle routine in your day. And if you do it, if you take the time to invest, you're going to give yourself pockets of time that you can breathe, that you can sit down, maybe that you can rest or pursue something that you need to do, like finishing laundry or creating a new recipe or something. So, something that brings you joy in your day. Maybe it's a hobby or time to sit on the phone with your mom or your bestie. So, does that sound good? Identify a problem spot in your day, and it may take a couple days for you to see it, and that's okay. Take however long you need to see it, and then spend the time to daydream about what you would prefer that time of day to look like, and then you'll be ready for the next video. So I will see you in part 2.